Regina Daniels is a Nigerian actress, film producer, entrepreneur, and media personality whose story is unlike that of many other Nollywood stars. She entered the entertainment industry as a child, grew up in front of the cameras, survived the intense scrutiny that came with becoming famous at a young age, and eventually transformed herself into a prominent actress, producer, businesswoman, and social media personality. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. If it's your first time subscribing to our channel or if it's your first time seeing our video, kindly click on the subscribe button to subscribe. Or if you've been with us, you're a retentive viewer or a returning viewer, we are clicked together. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button to subscribe. Turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever we drop any update, and make sure you like and you share our content. Thank you. Let's dive in. Today, Regina is one of the recognizable young personality associated with Nollywood. But behind the glamorous photos, intensive and expensive fashion, movie premieres, and millions of social media followers is the story of a girl who began acting when she was only 7 years old. Regina Daniels, popularly known as Regina, was born on October 10, 2000 in Lagos, Nigeria. Although she was born in Lagos, she was raised largely in Asaba, Delta State, where her family has its roots. Regina grew up in a family of six children with three brothers and two sisters. Her mother, Rita, was already connected to the Nigerian cement industry. Rita Daniels is an actress, film producer, entrepreneur, and a political figure who's played a major role in her daughter's early career. Because Regina grew up in around the movie industry, acting was not something completely foreign to her. Instead, she was exposed to scripts, actors, film sets, and production from an early age. Her mother became one of the strongest influences of her journey. Rather than simply encouraging Regina to pursue acting, Regina helped guide her through the difficult early years of being a child performer. Regina began acting when she was just 7 years old. Her first movie is widely reported as Marriage of Solo. According to published accounts, she earned about 10,000 naira for the role. At the time, there was no guarantee that the little girl would eventually become one of the most recognizable faces in Nollywood. But Regina continued. She appeared in more production and gradually became known as one of the most promising child actresses of her generation. Her ability to portray emotional characters at a young age helped her attract attention from audiences and filmmakers. Another important production in her early career was Miracle Child, which helped strengthen her visibility as a young Nollywood performer. And she continued acting. She performed and appeared in movies including Dumabi in School, Python Girl, Plantain Girl, Jaja the Crate, The Jericho, Amara Queen of the Jungle, Spider Girl, and several other productions. By her teenage age and years, Regina was no longer simply a child appearing in occasional movies. She had become a familiar face to Nollywood audiences. One of the most interesting aspects of Regina Daniels' story is that the public watched her grow up. Many actors became famous as adults, but Regina's transformation helped publicly audiences saw her more from innocent child roles to teenage characters and eventually to adult roles. The transition was not necessarily easy. As Regina became older, the expectations surrounding her also increased. She had to prove that she would remain relevant after leaving behind the child star image that had introduced her to the industry. Rather than abandon acting, she continued to take more and more mature roles and expand her professional identity. Her filmography, eventually including productions such as Shakira, The Selfie Queen, Mary Man 2, Crash of Spirits, A Little Favor, Reversal, and many more. She had also appeared alongside some of the biggest names in Nigerian cinema, further establishing herself in the industry. Despite becoming a successful actress at a young age, Regina Daniels didn't completely abandon her education for entertainment. She attended Hollywood International School in Asaba before proceeding to Igby University, Okada, where she studied mass communication. Her decision to pursue higher education demonstrated that she wanted an identity beyond acting. In 2024, reports also confirmed that Regina earned a bachelor degree in physiology from University in Mexico. For a young woman who had already achieved considerable fame in entertainment, continuing education added another dimension to her public image. Regina Daniels eventually began moving beyond acting. She became involved in film production and worked on projects including The Jericho and Twins Apart. This transition was important because it showed that Regina was not interested in remaining only actress. Producing gave her an opportunity to participate in storytelling from behind the cameras while developing her understanding of the business side of filmmaking. In 2019, she also launched Regina Daniels TV, a platform associated with entertainment and African storytelling. Her career was therefore gradually evolving from simply appearing in movies to becoming involved in the production and business side of the entertainment industry. Another major part of Regina's rise has also been social media. As traditional Nollywood changed with the growth of Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and other platforms, Regina successfully used social media to remain connected with her audience. Her online presence gave fans access to aspects of her life that would not normally see through movies. She shared photos from events, fashion movement, family occasion, business activities, and other parts of their life. This helped transform Regina from simply an actress into a major internet personality. Her social media influence also created opportunities for endorsements, advertisements, and business ventures. Perhaps no chapter of Regina Daniels' life attracted as much public attention as her marriage to businessman and politician Ned Woko. In 2019, Regina married Ned Woko. The relationship immediately became one of the most discussed celebrity stories in Nigeria, particularly because of the substantial age difference between the two. The marriage generated intense public debate. Some people questioned the relationship, while others defended Regina's decision and argued that her personal choices should remain her own. Despite the criticisms, Regina continued publicly with her life and career. The marriage also introduced her to an entire different level of public attention. She was no longer known only as a young Nollywood actress. She had become part of the country's most closely watched celebrity families. Regina later became a mother. Motherhood became another major part of Regina Daniels' public identity. She frequently shared moments involving her family and her children's life, allowing her followers to see another side of her beyond acting and entertainment. Balancing motherhood with a career in entertainment also became part of the story of her transition from childhood actresses to adult mother. Regina Daniels has also explored opportunities outside acting. Her public profile has allowed her to participate in business, fashion, and brand participation. She has been associated with the clothing brand Rage and has worked with brands as an ambassador and influencer. The entrepreneurial side of her career is important because it demonstrates how modern entertainers can build several income streams from the public image. Instead of relying solely on movie roles, Regina had developed a broader personal brand around entertainment, fashion, lifestyle, and business. Regina has also been associated with charitable activities. She founded the Regina Daniel Charity Foundation, which has been described as an organization focused on supporting children with disability. Her philanthropic activities have added another dimension to her public image, showing that her interests expand beyond entertainment and personal success. Regina's career has received recognition over the years. In 2017, she was nominated for Revelation of the Year Female at the Best Nollywood Awards. She was also nominated for most rated actress at the 2021 Net Honors. While awards are only one measure of success, Regina's longevity is arguably only one of the most recognizable and remarkable parts of her career. She entered Nollywood as a child and managed to remain relevant as she transitioned into adulthood. Regina Daniels' fame has not come without controversy because she became famous at such a young age and later married a much older public figure. Her personal life has frequently been discussed in Nollywood and Nigerian as international media. Her marriage, lifestyle, wealth, family and social media posts has also attracted public attention. In 2025 and 2026, reports also tension surrounding her marriage to Ned Rocco generated new renewed media interest. Allegations and counterclaims were widely discussed publicly, while both sides became subjects of intense online speculation. It is important, however, to distinguish between confirmed facts and allegations when discussing someone's private life. In May 2026, Premium Times reported that Regina spoke publicly about her personal situation and said she had changed her mind about marrying again. The publication discussed her marriage to Ned Woko as having entered a troubled period following months of public controversy. This represents a significant change from the early image of Regina and Ned as one of Nigeria's most prominent celebrity couples. At 25 years old in 2026, Regina has already experienced a career that spanned almost 2 decades. She began as a 7-year-old child actor. She became a teenage Nollywood star. She transitioned into an adult role. She became a film producer. She built a powerful social media presence. She ventured into business. She became a wife and a mother. And she has continued to navigate the enormous attention that comes with being one of Nollywood's most recognizable young celebrities. Her journey is particularly remarkable because she has essentially grown up in the public eye. From the little girl who reportedly earned 10,000 naira from her first acting role to a woman whose career, relationship, and lifestyle attracts headlines across Nigeria. Regina Daniels has built a story that continues to evolve. Regina Daniels' story is more than the story of a Nollywood actress. It is the story of a child who entered the entertainment industry earlier, a teenage girl who became a household name, and a young girl who expanded into production and business, and a public figure whose personality has become almost a widely discussed as her professional career. Her journey has contained success, criticisms, controversy, family, motherhood, education, and reinvention. Whether people admire her, question her choices, or simply follow her story out of curiosity, one thing is difficult to deny. Regina Daniels has succeeded in making herself one of the most recognizable names of her generation in Nigerian entertainment. Her story is still being written. This brings us to the end of Regina Daniels' story. If you enjoyed this story, please give us a follow, subscribe to our channel, and if you are new here, you are welcome. Make sure you turn on the notification bell to get notified whenever we drop any updates. And guys, share across all social media and share as many as you can. Make sure you drop a comment on the section. We will be appreciated. Thank you. For now, it's bye bye.